was in elementary school, our school computer login consisted of our graduation year, our last name, followed by our first initial. And I remember looking at that 16 and thinking, wow, that is so far away. There's no way that year is ever going to come. But next thing I know, I was in 3rd grade. I was on the 2nd story of my elementary school with the 4th and 5th graders instead of on the 1st floor with the younger grades. Then I was in 5th grade at the end of my elementary school career. Next thing I know, middle school came and went with the blink of an eye. I was in high school, I was a freshman, but then I was at the end of sophomore year, and I was halfway through high school and 2 years away from graduating. And just 2 weeks ago, as I stuffed my face full of Little Caesars hot and ready pizza and played Mario Kart and Super Smash Brothers with my friends, I watched the year change from 2014 to 2015. And then it hit me. That year, 2016, it's coming. And how long after that until I'm walking the stage for my college graduation? How long until I have my own house, my own family? How long until I have grandchildren, great-grandchildren? I guess what I'm trying to say is, how long will I really be here? And oftentimes, we get so caught up in the future that we forget to enjoy what we have while it's here. And for that reason, I have 4 words. 4 words that I personally will take to get the most out of 2015. 4 words so that when my time comes, I can look back and say, hey, I had a great life. The first and most important word to me is family. Because just like me, they won't be here forever. And my brother's high school graduation last year really opened my eyes to this. It just seems wrong when I come home from school and he's not yelling at me over how it is wrong of me to throw my food wrappers in the bathroom trash instead of the kitchen trash. And when I wake up in the middle of the night and can't go back to sleep, it's not right when I walk into the media room and my brother's not there watching some boring news story or documentary. And right now he may come home every week, but as time progresses, how often will he come home? How often will I see him? How often will I see my parents or my sister? Because there are no people on earth who motivate me more than my family or support me more, this year I will cherish my every moment with them. My next word is compassion. Because not only is it important to live a great life, but it's important to help other people live great lives as well. Not to mention, doing good deeds is scientifically proven to have a positive impact on your health. So it's a win-win. For example, I'm sure my pet frog, Bathtub, is very appreciative that I bought him from the Asian market instead of leaving him to be someone else's dinner. Meanwhile, when I'm feeling down, I can feel this really weird sense of pride when I look at my frog and think, that obese amphibian would be dead if it weren't for me. I saved his life. While sure, I didn't change the world, it still feels good. And it may be impossible to make everyone live a perfect rainbow and unicorn life. Don't you think looking back at the end of your days and thinking about all the positive things you've done with your life sounds kind of nice? And while it's fine and dandy to help other people, it's also important to do what makes you happy. Because of that, my next word is adventure. I've always been an adventurer at heart. From going on safaris in my Kansas City backyard to hiking the mountains of Alaska, exploring has been one of the things in my life so far that have made me the happiest. I cannot even begin to explain that feeling when you're driving north of Fairbanks, Alaska, past the edge of North American civilization. And when I stood out on that mountain and looked into the valley of Arctic tundra and looked up and saw the northern lights, it was probably one of the best moments of my life. And I will take this love of adventure to motivate myself to do my best so that rather than working in a cubicle 40 hours a week with a horrible job, I can have a job that suits my passions and that I will enjoy. I can have a job, but I will be happy. My final word is art. The thing that I used to believe was my calling until I realized that the joys of creating a masterpiece quickly diminish when somebody asks me to do something for them instead of what I want to do. And over the years, I've just begun to stop drawing and stop painting and stop creating. And I don't really understand why. There's nothing more satisfying than turning my ideas into tangible objects. Yet, it's just, I've stopped. With the amount of stress junior year has given me, you would think I would take back the thing that relieves my stress the best. By returning to one of my passions, I will not only improve my mood, but also increase my work ethic, because I will be more relaxed. I think it's well past time I've gotten out my wool and created more obnoxious needle-felt creatures. Those 4 simple words will be the key to making 2015 a great year, so 2016 will be an even better year. And just because time is flying by, it doesn't mean I have to give up everything that made my childhood happy. Now this is my stuffed cat Spot that I carried around everywhere, and I mean everywhere when I was little. You cannot see any pictures of me as a child where this cat is not in my arms. And, well, he's migrated to my desk, and I don't feel the need to carry around stuffed animals 24/7 anymore. I will carry around these words like I once carried around Spot, and I will use them to make 2015 amazing. Here's to having a great life.